Hi all my crafty friends, welcome back to the Fluid Crafter. I am Dora, and today, or in this video, I am actually going to show you something that you can do with some of my favorite products by Ranger. I know a lot of you are familiar with glossy accents, but I wanted to show you something maybe that some of my viewers may not know. I know a lot of my viewers are journal makers, junk journalers, scrapbookers, things like that. So I was wanting to do a video to kind of show you guys maybe something different that you could do, or if you've already done it, then share your ideas, comment down below, you know, and let us see your videos as well. But anyways, so on the front of my journals or some of my mixed media that I do, I like to use metal embellishments, and sometimes I like to put a frame or a picture inside the frame. But some of these brooches and things do not come with anything on the front, right? So, and you don't have to put a picture in here. You could put a leaf, you could put a flower, you could put a paper embellishment, you could put anything inside of here. But for today's video, I wanted to put a picture in here. And so I just cut out a vintage picture that I have from one of my books. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place it inside, and let me get the right, there we go, the right angle here. And there's open corners so that you can tuck the picture down into the corners here, like so. Okay, so we have our picture in there. And the cool thing is that glossy accents actually acts as a sealant and a glue. You know, you can actually use this to make it appear to be glass. It's the coolest thing ever. So let me open this up. Okay, no holes. Let me get it down to the bottom here really quick. Okay, so all you would do is you would just coat over top of the picture. So I'm going to do that quickly here. And just right around the edges, you know, not over top. And you could probably put some underneath as well. To glue it down if you needed to. Okay. And I'm just going to take my little scissors here and push it down where it has popped up from the liquid, because some of it did go underneath. So like I say, it acts as a glue, which is perfect for little projects like this. Okay. And so as you can see, it's wet right now. I'm going to grab the journal that I put one of these on in just a moment. But you can see as it seals that picture in there, it will not ruin the picture. You do need time for this to dry, so please ensure that it dries fully before you touch it, move it, anything like that. So I'm going to set this to the side for a moment. I'm going to grab that journal really fast. And so here we have this picture on the front. So when it dries, it is absolutely like glass, like there is a piece of glass over top of that. It is amazing, amazing. I love glossy accents. Now, if you wanted to take this a step further, and let me, there we go, I missed this spot. Okay, so if you wanted to take this a step further, you could also embellish around the edges. Now there's something that I came across that I think is absolutely fabulous. Did you know that Ranger makes distress stickles? I did not know that. Look at that. And you guys know how much I love Ranger. So we are going to take Ranger's Distress Stickles. This is Fired Brick. I will link all these down below, and as you can see around the edges, it's red, right? So let's see if we can make this pop a little bit more. And not too much now, you know, I mean, just around the edges here. Just enough to give it a shine or a glitter. And I'm not squeezing very hard on this, I'm just kind of outlining. I love Stickles. I think it is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Okay, let me put the cap back on that. Okay, then we have the frosted lace Stickles, right? Okay, so then where you see these little gems, I mean, a lot of people probably wouldn't cover them up, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to cover them up just to show you don't always have to keep it the way that it is, and it will still be really cool looking. Not much, just a little bit. It also adds dimension to your projects, which is really cool. Okay, if you hear noise in the background, it's my kitty trying to get underneath my craft door. And so if you can see that, with the light not shining too much, I'll move it around a little bit. And so now you have an outline. You have your glossy accents in the middle, which acts as a frame and a barrier. You have your stickles on the outside, your little frosted lace. And then we have copper, which is also one of my favorite colors. I do mixed media, so I also like to use stickles in my mixed media. And so this one is copper, right? So if you don't like this outer layer here, the color, like if you want to add something else or another dimension, you can do that. You absolutely can do it. You can do whatever you want. Hold on, that's stuck a little. There we go. So I'm just going to go right around the edge here. Very lightly squeezing. I'm going to put my hands down like this so I'm not shaking. Let me set it down just so that way I don't touch that edge, and then I'll bring it right back up to you. And you can make this as dimensional as you want it to. You could, you know, cut it all the way up and all that good stuff. So now, just so I don't touch those sides, I'm just going to push it to where I can grab the bottom here. And I don't know if you can see that, but it just adds so much detail to a little brooch. It is phenomenal. Let me see if I can get the light over here without it being too bright on you. And I'll move it around a little bit so you can see. I hope you guys can see this. Sorry for my finger being in the way. Okay. So that is just something different that you can do with brooches, with your stickles and your glossy accents. And I hope that you guys will explore this. I think it's wonderful. Mixed media projects, front of your journals, planners, anything. You could even still wear it as a brooch if you wanted to once it dries. I would give it at least 24 hours to dry. I wouldn't touch it before then. So I will have all the links down below where you can find stickles and glossy accents. And if you have any questions or comments, just put them down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.